Today I will talk about two American civilizations, the Inca and the Aztecs, and show what caused things that gave them success. First are the Inca. Firstly, they had a give and take society. For example, if Family A farmed for Family B would do repairs for Family A. This strengthened community in the empire and kept the people together. This would also lead to a much lower chance of traitors, as people would not want to lose the benefits of being part of the empire. Secondly, the 2,500-mile empire was held together like glue by a highway network. Messengers working as a relay team could run up to 150 miles a day carrying vital information. That's 1,200 miles in a week. This meant news, especially if it was bad, could be spread out quickly, and things could be done accordingly. Thirdly, the Inca also had a disadvantage of having no written language. Fortunately, however, they had a dialect. This dialect was a form of Quechua. This was good as they could communicate. With verbal communication, they could tell one another what to keep track of. It may be confusing, as I said they had no written language. How would they keep track of things? Well, they had quipus. Quipus were knotted strings with various colors and lengths that corresponded to certain things. They would keep track of things with these. Meanwhile, over in the Aztec Empire, firstly, they had education. Education was granted to most of the children regardless of social status. It would start the same and then later split between the common man and nobility. Nobles would learn to be things like doctors, while the common man was taught things like trades. Women were just taught how to care for the home. Secondly, some of these children grew to be warriors, conquering lands. The Aztecs gave these conquered people under these conquered lands some autonomy, as they benefited from being under the advanced Tenochtitlan. Most conquered people reluctantly obeyed anyway, as they were too afraid to do anything but submit. Thirdly, some of these people were enslaved as well, but they didn't have to fret for their future generations. Slavery was certainly a thing, but it was not hereditary, meaning if a slave had a child, the child wouldn't be a slave. This meant a higher amount of people could do jobs for the empire that weren't slavery, instead of an overabundance of slaves. These would also mean possibly these children of slaves would be thankful to the empire for not passing on the role to them, and they would fight harder for the empire. In conclusion, these two empires had different ways of succeeding. They did different things and were in different areas. Things they had in common were that they were both in America, and they were both empires, and they both captured lands, and they both used captured people for their labor. I hope you enjoyed my video, and thank you for watching.